Do you ever feel like you're doing everything right in goal, but the ball keeps beating you and your wall, finding itself in the back of the net? Extremely frustrating, right? Guess what? It's not your footwork and it's not your diving that's the issue. It's your positioning and your wall's placement. The good news though is that it's surprisingly easy to fix these mistakes. In this video I will tell you the 4 most common problems you are having in your wall placement and your positioning, and show you how to fix them. By the end you will know exactly what you are doing wrong, save more free kicks and make your wall do all the work for you. Ever heard of the principle ball, wall, command and position? No? Well, it's pretty simple, as it's the 4 steps you must make to master free kicks as a goalkeeper, and it's also the 4 most common mistakes you make to encounter the free kick. The ball in this situation is the most important part of the free kick, as the main driver of the game, and if the ball isn't secure, then you might concede a silly goal. What do you mean? Too many times when a free kick is awarded, the mistake goalkeepers make is they focus on setting up the free kick and the opposition notice your unprotected goal and capitalise on your mistake. So how do you stop this from happening? Make sure you scream at a player to stand in front of the ball so that the opposition doesn't play the ball quickly or shoot. This allows you to have the time to organise the ball. Now that this isn't the most important part of the free kick, setting up the ball wrong is the reason you constantly concede goals. Your placement is wrong and the player might curl the ball around the wall. Your player positioning is wrong and the goal might come from a terrible planning. The wall must be positioned according to the goal, as you might be making the mistake of using too many players which block your view, or not having enough players marking the players in the box. Let me explain this to you. Depending on where on the pitch the free kick is being taken from, you will need to set up that many players in correspondence to the ball's angle and distance away from the goal. If the free kick is taken from the corner area, you would set up 1 to 2 players in the wall. If the free kick is awarded from the centre on the edge of the box, you could set up to 5 to 6 people. The amount of players in the wall matter as much as the positioning of the wall. But let's not forget how you can be caught off guard due to poor planning of the wall. Many goalkeepers like to put the taller players either in the centre or on the sides. However, put your taller players more to one side than the other, depending on which side the free kick is on and depending on which foot they are going to strike with. If they are taking the free kick from the right side with their left foot, I would put my taller players more to the right and mirror the same thing on the other side with the right foot. If they are taking the free kick on the right side with the right foot, then put the taller players more to the left side of the wall. But things get more complicated when the free kick is taken from the centre. If they are taking the free kick from around the centre with the right foot, then I would place taller players more to the centre, as the central area opens up a lot more area of the goal to hit. This would be also mirrored on the other side with the opposite foot. But what about the player laying down? I know goalkeepers like to have a player laying down on the floor for a free kick, but this isn't optimal for every situation and can be a waste of a player, as the wall might still concede because of your poor planning. When placing a wall, you want to make sure that it covers your front post by organising the wall by either sitting in front of the post or having your head behind the post so you can accurately place the wall in the right position. But this is a secret high-level goalkeepers do to block more free kicks which you concede from. Have your furthest player positioned outside the goal frame to make it almost impossible for the attacker to score by curling the ball around the wall. In the centre, you wouldn't have a front post to cover, so what I would recommend is to cover your preferred side depending on the free kick taker's striking foot. As you now know where and how to place the wall, your job still isn't finished, as you still failed the last 2 steps. When coming back from the post, make sure you command your other players to mark the opposition. If commanded incorrectly, then the opposition may score rebounds on you. Also remember this key tip. If your players are outnumbered, you could change your style of marking to zonal marking to prevent any opportunity for a goal off a rebound or disguised cross. You could do the first 3 steps correctly to perfection, but if the last step isn't good, then you will still get scored on time and time again. Many goalkeepers make the same mistake over and over again, and it's their positioning. Too many goalkeepers stand in the center of the open space, which would lead to having too many goals conceded, as it's too difficult getting to the other side of the goal in time to make the save. The other mistake is being hidden behind the wall, thinking the free kick taker will hit the ball over the wall all the time. These are wrong. The secret to saving more free kicks is by being positioned correctly, by having half of your body behind the wall and half in the open space, as you can still see the flight of the ball over the wall, but can also make saves towards the open space. However, there's still one mistake goalkeepers keep doing without realizing. As the free kick is being taken, you must not move too early. If the taker decides to shoot to the opposite side from where you are heading, then it leaves you in a very difficult situation to go back on yourself. This means that you must always track the ball with your eyes and dive once you are confident on where it's going to land, but also always be aware of a deflection from the wall, just in case it's going the other way from your movement.